Sometimes it's not necessary to replace a lawnmower blade. You may only need to sharpen the blade and put it back into service. Here's how to sharpen a lawnmower blade. First, disconnect and move the spark plug wire away from the spark plug. This will eliminate any chance of the mower starting while you're working on the blade. Flip the mower on its side, being careful not to spill the gas and oil from the engine. Flip the mower so that the oil breather tube is on the high side of the engine so that the oil doesn't leak. It's best to do this job with an empty gas tank. Next, clamp or brace a block of wood against the mower blade to prevent the blade from moving as you remove the bolt. Wearing gloves to protect your hands, loosen the bolt with a wrench. Remove the bolt, the washer, and the blade. Inspect the blade for damage. If the blade is dull but does not have serious dings or nicks in the blade, it's a candidate for sharpening. If the blade is even slightly bent, or you discover any sign of metal fatigue, such as a hairline crack, replace the blade with a new one of the same length. Find an area where the blade is dull, but the cutting angle is still clearly visible. Set the rest on the bench grinder to the angle taken from the blade. This will help you to guide the blade so that the angle remains the same across the length of the cutting area. Wear safety glasses during the grinding process, and make sure that the shield of the bench grinder is set in place. Making multiple passes, slowly grind the entire length of each side of the blade evenly. It's not necessary to grind out every nick. A few nicks are okay. It's more important that the blade remains balanced. Stop from time to time to check the balance of the blade. A small piece of angle iron can serve as a fulcrum. The weight of each arm must remain the same because an out-of-balance blade spinning at high speeds can cause severe vibration that'll damage your mower. If one side is a little heavy, grind a little more metal off the entire length of the heavy side. When you are sharpening, be careful not to overheat the blade. If the blade starts to get hot, dip it in a pail of water. Overheating the blade ruins the temper or hardness of the blade, which is dangerous because the blade becomes brittle and can break. When you're finished, the blade should have an evenly cut angle on the cutting areas of both sides of the blade, and the blade should be well balanced. Now, clean the engine shaft with a wire brush to remove any debris. Replace the blade, the washer, and the nut, and move the wooden block to brace the blade on the opposite side. Tighten the bolt securely, and your mower is ready for another season.